This is what they do. These are people from Yaya.
In the build-up to the Kogi and Bayelsa elections, the actions and inactions of some interested parties forced many to express fears that electoral violence and malpractice would be predominant in the elections. Unfortunately, it did live up to its expectation and reputation, as reflected in at least 2 deaths, maiming, kidnapping, several cases of ballot box snatching, intimidation of voters, sporadic shootings, massive rigging and sundry electoral malpractice which were recorded in both states, late arrival of electoral materials and personnel among others, thus posing a question mark on the credibility of Nigeria's electoral system. What could be the reason for this, one may ask, as one would have thought that corrections and improvements would have been made from the presidential elections held earlier this year and reflected in these elections. In an exclusive interview with some legal practitioners, they posit that there is a deep lacuna in the security architecture for elections, which allows agents become statutory personnel bent to the whims and caprices of the political class and dictators, and allows all sorts of electoral malpractice perpetrate.
You send policemen to a particular place to protect their lives, to protect the system, and the policemen would simply go there and watch things go wrong without taking action. The challenge is that because they don't arrest, they don't prosecute these political electoral offenders, and because they don't do this, it becomes practically attractive for others to continue to commit the crime, to commit the offense. And the electoral laws have made certain provisions for punishment of any electoral offender, and yet nothing has been done. And the challenge we have is that the system is benefiting. I mean, the politicians are the ones benefiting while the system is suffering.
They fear that if they are not nipped in the bud, then we would only be going through a quagmire and not clinch true democracy. They posit that the money market between the politicians and voters be disbanded, frequent voter education, and the passage of the Electoral Amendment Bill, which has been given to the President 4 times and not assented to.
If the President is sincere and he believes in democracy, by this 4th time he should have signed this bill into law, because it makes for a lot of provisions in terms of the structural part of the electoral process that has to do with electronic voting and electronic collation, okay, which will create a speed in collation. That speed of collation is where we need it. Giving gratification, you can be disqualified. If that is in the Electoral Act and is entrenched, and a politician is caught giving gratification and is prosecuted and is convicted, it starts as a deterrence to others.
Arrest any political or electoral offender, prosecute the person, let them be sent to jail. There's nobody over there who would know that if I commit any crime now, in respect of this, I will go to jail. In fact, they enjoy doing it. Until we have the executive that would allow the security agencies to do their work without intervention, without interfering with what they are doing. Until we have that, we are still going to have this same system recycling.
Now, putting all this in view, the Independent National Electoral Commission has announced the winners of the Kogi and Bayelsa elections as Yahya Bello and David Lyon, both from the All Progressives Congress respectively, while Kogi West Senatorial District election remains inconclusive. Though the culture of inconclusiveness has become a norm, following Section 26 of the Electoral Act, the INEC acted on the basis of the rule of law. With new vistas of electoral malpractice and a dynamic society, there is a need to develop structures that guarantees proper electoral system. But will the government pay heed? Are we truly ready to move forward? All this and many more are the questions in the heart of many Nigerians. Rita Omodia, Galaxy Television, Lagos.